Hey folks, how you doing? Hopefully you're all having a great day today. This is part 3, the final installment of the Contractor trailer, the rolling Contractor toolbox series. Part 1 was covering the SketchUp design. Part 2 covered the cutting and assembly, and then this is part 3, which is going to be a walkthrough of about a month after cutting and assembly. It finally roadworthy. It finally ready for its maiden voyage, its maiden job. A couple things to note here. Number one, this was shot on a very, very cold and windy day, so I kind of cut it short. But you can get an idea of all the stuff that's in there. There's some little cubbies and storage solutions everywhere in this trailer. He's really maximized every little nook and cranny of storage and completely tailored it to his specific needs. So hopefully you can get some ideas out of this. If anybody's interested in the SketchUp file or the CNC files, whether you want to build this yourself or whether you just want to use that for research purposes, I have that for sale on my website. So without further ado, let's go to the walkthrough of the trailer. And here is the finished trailer. Well, the job ready trailer. Of course, it's going to be tweaks as they go. Got some stuff mounted to the back of the doors. Not a lot because I ended up putting some stuff real close to the end. But a few things mounted up on the doors. On this left-hand side, back off behind all this is plywood storage, and that's just for, it's got the capacity for a full sheet, but those are all offcuts. So if you go to a job and you have 10, 15 sheets or whatever, they'll sit in the aisle to get to the job. But if you have, let's just say, 3/4 of a sheet of plywood left over, well, no sense in throwing that away. So there's a big section back there for plywood storage, and it's only 6-8 inches wide back there. These are I think some jaw horse type of sawhorses. Is that what they're called? Rockwell. I think those are the Rockwell jaw horses. Centipede sawhorses up top, which he recently got and loves, and a retractable cord reel up here by the light. All of this left-hand side is for bulkier items. There's this area right here for 8-foot long storage for scrap wood and such. It goes all the way back. Then there's these cutouts that not only reduce weight but allow you to kind of push and sift through all these offcuts. For what he does, this is very important. It was very, very important to have these two cubbies here, this one and then this one, for offcuts and scrap wood and all that stuff. This is an 8-foot walk board. It goes all the way down. It slides out when it's needed. Up top, we've got some more cubbies over here, some shelves basically, and again, more of these cutouts simply to reduce weight, not much at all. This area down here is for tables and larger items that are like the bottom pan of a tile saw, I think, is in there as well. And with this piece of plywood removed, this is just this is actually, if I'm not mistaken, what he uses on those two holes right there and there as a ramp to get in and out. But you remove that, and there's a bunch of these cutouts as well, very similar to this up there, to reduce weight, and some various other storage down here. So this is different. This shelving system right here is not part of the original design. I'm seeing this for the first time as I'm recording this. So as he started putting stuff in here, he realized this would probably be better with some shelving rather than I think we had a miter saw and a table saw or something right here. So this is just proof that the designs always change and they flow or whatever. It's okay to not get it 100% right off the bat. So some shelving system for screw buckets and such, which he said he had a bunch of those, so that makes sense. And then these pieces of aluminum here, I recorded him taking them off. I'll just stitch this in. But these pieces of aluminum are for the drawers to kind of lock them in place, and that was just kind of the quick and easy solution to get all the drawers locked in as they're rolling down the road. So if I back up and come to this right side, you got all the chargers up top for the batteries, lights up top, a little workbench area. This is some curly ash that I had, and I can see that he's already beaten it up and started using it, which is good. All these drawers are numbered on the CNC machine, and then they went back and added the color to the inside so you could really see them, and that's that's something that I'm going to do to all the drawers in my shop going forward. And I'm actually going to add the numbers to like my miter saw station. That is such an obvious mental help when you have to go find something. You just know that at drawer 25, you immediately know where it's at. But all these smaller drawers are, oops, no slides at all. It's just wood on wood, and the drawer front is the drawer stop. It extends down and interacts with that runner right there, so that stops the drawer from going back. And as you can see, I'm at the corner of the drawer. This is a 30-inch wide cabinet, if I'm not mistaken, and no racking at all. There's some nice amount of wax on all these, and they slide just fine, so that's good. The larger drawers down here at the bottom, 26, and then the bottom 3 over there, and over there, have full extension slides on them. This one has two oh, that's heavy, two slides on either side for some really heavy stuff, and there's a tray that slides back and forth for access over there. He planned on having this one specifically set up for caulking and anything that resembles caulk, so that's going to get heavy anyway, so that's pretty cool. Moving along, there is all of these drawers. There's so many drawers in here. There's, well, 26 to be exact, but all kinds of storage, and that's what they need when you got a crew of people out there working. Up top is cubby dividers and a bunch of DeWalt tools. He's a DeWalt guy. Over here, this empty space on this side is a little triangle shelf. That's just kind of utilizing some wasted space in between the side of the cabinet and the this wall right here. So this was a horse trailer, so there was a wall, a complete wall right there with no door. He cut the door in there to get access to the tack room while you're inside the trailer. And this was a small room that's kind of got some ladder and random storage along the walls, tile saw, stuff that's not used, stuff that doesn't need to be moved out a lot. A cooler, plug-in cooler, and the air compressor. Air compressor stays in here. Did you get the air plumbed throughout the whole place yet?
I haven't done my air yet.
Haven't done the air yet. So the air is he's gonna have some holding tanks, if I'm not mistaken, below the trailer, tucked up inside, and that'll basically stay there, and you can plug in outside as needed. And then there's another shelf up here for some other stuff. And you've got storage everywhere in this trailer. A little shelf for viewtainers, and this is another door, so having this be able to access this is still pretty nice. That way, you know, depending on where you are outside, you can access it from this side, and of course that's a door as well. So there's 3 doors to get into this trailer. Some more viewtainers over here, and he did a really good job with adding light into this place. He's got a circle dome light right there, a long light, 2 long lights over there, another circle dome light in here, and then a shelf all the way along the top. The table saw is sitting right there, and what do we got? Oh, we've got lights on the door. That's neat. So when you're working outside, it's got a light right there, and there's one on the back door as well. That's pretty handy. And this is all wired 110, or 120 rather, so you can plug in whenever you get to the job, which is what we're doing now. Right here. Another cord wheel, and then, yeah, he's got a box mounted over on the fender to plug in. So, this is a nice setup. A lot of storage, and as I was in the back there, he put the ramp on, so that's nice. That's a decent step up without it. That's it for this build series. It was a lot of fun working on this project with Ben. It was a lot of work, but I liked that type of work. It was a lot of fun. It reminded me of my days at Ashley Furniture, running a 4 foot by 8 foot CNC machine for them. That was my favorite job of working for somebody else. It was a lot of fun doing that. Anyway, if you're interested in the CNC files or the SketchUp files for this project, like I said, I have them for sale on my website. If you want an entire cost breakdown of this project, then I'll have that on my website as well. But there's a little asterisk there because, well, if you're interested, you'll find out. And if you want to stay up to date with everything that I have going on, go to jcustomcreations.com/newsletter and sign up for my email newsletter so you don't miss anything. You guys take care. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you in the next video.